Howdy archery fans, Dennis here. Hey, we started carrying this new tool on our eBay store, the outdoor store. More, check us out on eBay. This is the Easton Easy Fletch fletching tool, and this is a small diameter shaft multi-kit. Multi-kit being that it does a helical fletch for your small blazer vanes and up to 2 1/4 inch vanes, and it also has arms for your long vanes that are a straight fletch. And it's a great tool. I've owned one for years when it was the Arizona Easy Fletch. I had the straight arms only. The reason I'm doing this video is not to show you how to use the Easy Fletch tool, because there's many videos already on YouTube that show that, and it's easy to do. It's a great tool. It does 3 vanes at once. You can do arrows like this with your blazer vanes, and do them very quickly with a helical setup. So I really like the tool, but the reason I'm doing the video again is because when you change, if you decide you want to change from the small arms to the long arms, it requires a little bit of dexterity and some tools and some care, and they really don't provide really good instructions on that, and I didn't see anybody else doing a video on that, so that's what I wanted to cover. The main issue is that there's just a small steel pin. There's a press fit holding these arms to this small plastic mounting rod on each of these 3 arms, and you need a tool that's smaller than that pin to press that out. It's about 5/32 of an inch. I know that because I compared it to a drill bit that was that size. So I happened to find a tool that is about that size. You could use a punch, maybe a drill bit, or even maybe a small finish nail, and just hold on to it with a needle nose pliers or something. But you want to have a secure hold of it. And the other thing you want to be careful of is, as you press these pins out, especially the first time, they're fairly tight. You want to make sure that you are supporting the arm and the rod as you press it. If you're just holding the base of the tool and pressing, you're going to put a lot of force to bend that tool and that rod, and I'm thinking you could possibly break it or damage it. So what I'm doing and recommending that you do is get a pair of pliers, and you're going to support the arm right near where the pin is as you press it out, so that you're not putting force on that rod. So we're going to press that pin right out, like so. There we go. So there's the pin. It's just a small little pin, folks, so you don't want to lose it. You want to make sure you're doing this over a table or somewhere where a cloth or something. Okay, so I've got my tool in here now. I can remove that tool. Now I can remove the short arm and replace it with one of the long arms. So if you'll notice on these rods, there's one side that the hole is got a little more of a rounded opening, like a little beveled opening. It makes it easier to start the tool or the pin on that side. So you want to find the side with the rounded opening, and that's going to be the side that you're going to be working from, pressing your pin in. So you take your arm, your long arm or
down,
short arm,
down.
You put it in place until you can see through the hole, and you can see daylight, okay? So I can see daylight. Now I'm going to take my tool, which is pointed, and make sure I line it up real good. Give it a little bit of a wiggle there. Make sure I'm lined up good. And now I'm going to remove the tool. Oh, see, it fell out, so sometimes that happens. Do it again. Okay, I got daylight. I'll get the tool started again. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to support this arm. Apparently it fit tighter when I did it the first time, so, but now it's a little bit looser, so I'm going to have to hold it there. Actually, let me get my pin ready first. Get my pin and my pliers ready. And actually a set of hands actually might come in handy in this too. Okay, so I've got my tool in there. I should be lined up. I'm going to remove that, but I got to hold it so it doesn't fall out. Take my pin, my pliers, get that started. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it started. It's part way through. I'm just going to squeeze it the rest of the way in with my pliers. And there you go. So we've got one arm swapped out. The rest of them you're going to do the same way. And just take a little care and get your tools sorted out. 30 seconds. And you should be okay. The other thing you might want to consider is if you really need a long tool and a short tool, you might just want to buy. So that's all I wanted to show you folks today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget check us out on eBay at the Outdoor Store and More. It's a mom and pop store. Thanks. Get us out.